And this is the circulatory system of a mammal. Mammals have a four-chambered heart with two atria and two ventricles. Mammal hearts have two circuits of flow. To begin the process, the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava bring deoxygenated blood from the various tissues of the body and put it in the right atrium. Right here. The right atrium gets a signal from a sinoatrial node, which causes the right atrium to contract. Here's the sinoatrial node. The blood is pushed out of the right atrium and into the right ventricle, which is down here. The right atrium fills with blood again. The right ventricle contracts, which pushes the deoxygenated blood out of the right ventricle, which is down here. From there it goes to the pulmonary trunk, which divides into the pulmonary arteries, which are up here, and lead to the lungs. The blood goes to the lung capillaries where it gets rid of its carbon dioxide and in turn gets a fresh supply of oxygen, which is right here in the lungs. This oxygenated blood is taken back to the heart through the pulmonary veins, the red one. The first circuit of blood flow between the heart and lungs is called the pulmonary circuit. The pulmonary veins dump the blood into the left atrium, which contracts, and the blood empties into the left ventricle, which is right here. The left atrium relaxes, the left ventricle contracts, which pushes the oxygenated blood into the aorta. Which is up here. The oxygenated blood comes out of the aorta to the rest of the body, up here. When the blood travels to uppermost organs, it travels up through the arteries that branch through the aorta. If the blood goes to the lower organs, it makes its way down the descending aorta to the other arteries that shoot off from it. This life-giving blood goes out to the capillaries in the tissues of the body. The blood feeds oxygen and nutrients to the cells and also takes waste from the cells and the capillaries. The blood is once again deoxygenated and makes its way back to the heart via the blood veins. The vein network leads to the superior vena cava, which is up here, if the blood is in the upper portion of the body, and the inferior vena cava, if it is in the lower portion of the body. Here's the inferior vena cava. The flow brings the deoxygenated blood back to the right atrium and the operation begins again. This is the second circuit of blood flow, which is between the heart and the rest of the body, and is called the systemic circuit. In real time, both the right and left sides of the heart are simultaneously working together to complete their amazing cardiac cycle. The mammal systemic view. In mammals and hearts, the heart is divided, in mammals and birds, the heart is divided. Pulmonary and systemic circulations are separate. This results in a systemic circulation that can function at a higher pressure than pulmonary circulation can. To allow for higher systemic pressure, the left ventricle is bigger than the right. Similarities and differences of turtle and mammalian circulatory systems. Turtles have three-chambered hearts, whereas mammals can have two, three, or four-chambered hearts. In the case of humans, we have a four-chambered heart. The ventricle of a turtle's heart is partially divided, whereas a mammalian heart is fully divided into right and left. Turtles have a closed circulatory system, and mammals alike also have a closed circulatory system. Mammal heart detail. The mammalian heart has two atria and two ventricles. It is fully separated into a right half, which pumps deoxygenated blood into the left half. And the left half, which pumps oxygenated blood. Mammals have one systemic arch, and it ascends from the left ventricle. And that is the circulatory system of a mammal. Cut.